to make his brain run.
Charlie says, love my good and plenty. Charlie says, really rings the bell.
Good evening. The Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King, 39 years old and a Nobel Peace Prize winner, and the leader of the nonviolent civil rights movement in the United States, was assassinated in Memphis tonight.
Brusha, 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 here's the new iPan with a brand new flavor. It's dandy for your teeth.
Saturday night.
From New York, it's Saturday night!
The Democratic National Committee is located in the Watergate office building.
Turn on, tune in, and drop out.
Your nightmare.
The potential is there for the ultimate risk of a meltdown at the 3 Mile Island Atomic Power Plant outside Harrisburg, Pennsylvania.
In the world.
See the USA in your Chevrolet. America is asking you to come.
Welcome to the Howdy Boomy Show, the Howdy Boomy podcast on the YouTube channel. First Monday in October. They made a movie like that. And it was interesting this weekend. All you heard about was the potential shutdown of the United States government. Now, you and I sort of knew that wasn't going to happen. A little bit too much at stake, and I'm glad they didn't do it. Not that they weren't going to do it anyway, but they're glad they didn't do it, because if they did and this government shut down, it would take the focus off the committee investigating Joe Biden, the impeachment inquiry. Now it's still going on, and we're going to see more and more stuff go on. Now here's what's going to happen. The determining factor in this election, I think, is going to be Joe Biden, because she is a very, very smart individual. And she's finally going to whisper in Joe's ear. She didn't want him to run the last time. Get out. Because now more and more this stuff is coming out about his family. They're going to get to the finances. It's going to pile up against him. And you're going to see Joe Biden whisper in his ear, that's it, we're done. Gavin Newsom's going to love it. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is going to love it. So I think that's going to be the determining factor. And just to show you how a vindictive son of a bitch Joe Biden is. I have some very, very good relationships with the Secret Service. And I asked them once, who do you guys protect? And they said, well, the president, the vice president, Secretary of State, Speaker of the House, the leader of the Senate, all the members of the Supreme Court, and Ted Kennedy. I said, Ted Kennedy? How come? They said, well, the family name. He had 2 brothers assassinated, and you really never know, and there's some weirdos out there. So now RFK Jr. is running for president, going to be on the independent ticket, because the Democrats want to stone him. And he's not getting Secret Service protection, even though the Secret Service told Biden, there's a chance there's some nuts out there because of his name, we should protect him. Denied. That shows you what a prick this guy is. You know, I bet the Democrats love to play hide and go seek. I forgot what the gentleman's name. He was a governor of Wisconsin. He was doing some things that was going to change that state for the better. And the Democrats had to vote on it, and they knew they were going to get outvoted. So what they do, they ran across the line into Illinois. They run away. In Texas, same thing happened. They got on a plane and ran away. So now you have this idiot, Jamal, whatever his name is, Meadows or that, in Congress, a congressman, pull a fire alarm to get people out of the building so they didn't have to vote on the package that was going to extend the government's being open. And he said, well, now he's coming out with the crap. Oh, he thought it was a door opening handle. This guy was a principal of a high school. He doesn't know a door handle from a fire alarm. He's a liar. He should be thrown out of Congress. But he's black. You can't do that. They don't know any better, right? What a bunch of crap. This guy should be thrown out of Congress because he's a typical Democrat. When things don't go your way, you run away and hide. Speaking of running away and hiding, this idiot that's called Meatball. This woman who helped incite, she's a social influencer, whatever the hell that is. She has 180,000 followers. She helped incite and taped a mass break-in where they stole stuff, broke windows with hammers and everything. Her attorney, a female, said that she's being persecuted because she's black. Typical to the black community. Nothing is ever going to change for the better unless you start to admit you do some wrong. Take the blame. It's not always everybody else's fault. Millions and millions of black people live in conditions that they shouldn't be. They want to get out of it. They're law-abiding citizens. They realize their own are killing their own. They want police presence. They realize what's going on, but that handful that never admits that they're wrong keeps on pushing them to front page where it's always the white man's fault. It's always racism. There are no black criminals. There are no black inmates. There are no black racists. It's all racism. You've had 150 years to overcome slavery in the United States when a Republican, Abraham Lincoln, freed you. Start acting like it. Be responsible. You'd be surprised what happens. As I said, everything begins at the kitchen table. Examine your own kitchen table and work from there. Have a great day, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see what happens now. The Howdy Boomy podcast. Go to howdyboomy.com for great baby boomer gifts. Howdy Boomy podcast every day on the YouTube, the Howdy Boomy channel on YouTube. God bless you. God bless America.